Design is an overloaded word. You design a user interface and design the infrastructure. You design the experience, design the services, and design code. It's a loaded word because design isn't an activity, it's a mindset. And the best designers are the ones who aren't afraid to look the user dead in the eyes and tell them to fuck off. Why is it that Nintendo will give you a 720p screen, barely running at 60 FPS, and people are still begging to give them money? Apple will make the most expensive phone with the fewest features year after year and still post record-breaking profits. The most expensive restaurant is the one that doesn't let you split the bill, or arrive late, or customize your order, or choose where you sit. These aren't better by definition, but they do have clear direction. They're not afraid to tell you to go fuck yourself if you want a better screen, or a different sized phone, or a convenient experience. And that makes for a better product. I hate Ruby on Rails as much as the next guy with a working prefrontal cortex and a lick of common sense. But even I can admit that it's a better product for many people because it isn't afraid to tell me to go fuck off when I disagree. Rails is opinionated software. It makes the assumption that there is a best way to do things, and it's designed to encourage that way, and in some cases, discourage alternatives. If you're not writing your code with this mindset, you're doing it wrong. When we get a conflicting feature request, and the product person says that we can just add it as an option in the settings, I want to scream so loud that the window breaks and then triple backflip directly out of it. What is the point of all this if you don't even know what we're building? Are we building a product or just a collection of somewhat related features? If we just say yes to everything without clear direction, we just end up with, oh. Saying no is hard, especially when you're saying no to a boss or a client with lots of money. But maintaining this shit is so much harder in the long run, and none of your clients will want to use it anyway. Andrew Kelly closes 80% of Zig issues with won't do, and you can bet that people are chucking tanties. But that's the cost of building something worth using. The same people complaining in the comments are the ones who continuously complain about C++. If you want to be mediocre, then say yes. If you want to do something great, then say no. Design isn't about deciding what to do, it's about deciding what not to do. It's about focus. Now let's talk about doors. Swivel, roller, spinny, French Australian. But the best value door is without a doubt Reaper. This beast of a program can do everything that Ableton or Pro Tools can do and probably more, but only costs a tenth of the price. It's packed full of features and easy to use. It even has an unlimited free trial with no restrictions. I recommend it to everyone who even shows a slight interest in music production, but no one ever uses it. And to be honest, neither do I. Fruity Loops, on the other hand, feels alien to me, like writing with my left hand or making small talk with someone who doesn't watch Formula 1. But I still get excited to use it. FL thinks that you should make patterns and then arrange them into a song. I hate it, and it's not at all how I think about production. But I love the software because it's so clear and full of intent. I know what I'm supposed to do. There's a workflow, an intended path. Sometimes I want to break off that path, and that's okay. At least it has an idea of the best way to do things. Not all opinionated software is good. Adobe is a prime example of someone telling everyone to go fuck themselves in the worst way possible. And not all non-opinionated software is bad. I still think that Reaper is fantastic, and I'm a big fan of things like Linux and NeoVim. But it shouldn't be a surprise that most people use Ubuntu, and that the top 5-star NeoVim plugins are for opinionated NeoVim configurations. If you want to write opinionated software, the first thing you need is an opinion. No point walking if you don't even have a direction. You need some sort of vision of what the world should be like. It's okay to be wrong. Most people are. And you can change your opinion later. But right now, you need a hypothesis. This is your North Star, and it guides all your decisions. If something isn't aligned with your North Star, you have to just say no. Most planning is meaningless conjecture. Keep a North Star and plan your next few steps. The rest will work itself out. This is why it's easier to solve your own problems. You already have an opinion about how things should be. If you're solving someone else's problem, rely heavily on metrics and user testing to make your decisions. Question all assumptions and don't listen to solutions. Try to identify the root cause. You will find that people don't always want what they ask for. If I asked them what they wanted, they would have said faster horses. Except that Henry Ford never said that, and they asked for cars anyway, which are worse than faster horses. They are expensive killing machines that destroy our neighborhoods and ruin our lifestyle. I think you would be surprised how often the solution isn't a new feature, but a difference in communication, or tweaking a few systems to work better together. There's a saying in churches that goes preach the gospel at all times, and when necessary, use words. Obviously, the people knocking at your door didn't get the memo, but I think we should improve user experience at all times and when necessary, use code. Opinionated software is all about removing the unnecessary, about solving an actual problem. And to do that, you have to tell the people who want to have everything to fuck off. Build less, but do more. Alright, that's all I have to say. Thank you and go fuck yourself.